Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I just decided to do a really simple natural glam. If you guys want to learn how to do this look, just keep on watching. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Benefit POREfessional primer, and I'm just going to focus this mainly on my T-zone as well as putting it all over the rest of my face. Next up, I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm just going to put a pump of this on the back of my hand, and I'm kind of running out, so it was kind of hard to get a pump out, but I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blending sponge, or beauty sponge, and then just kind of dot that all over my face and blend it all in. And I like to blend down my neck also, so that there's no harsh lines. Then taking my IT Cosmetics concealer and under eye brightener, I'm just going to take the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer side in the shade Light, and I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face, which are under my eyes, and I put a little bit in the corner of my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. This is just going to help accentuate and kind of brighten those areas. I realized that the shade was a little bit too light for me, but I blended it out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and it kind of worked itself out. Next up, I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder and my dual-sided IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just kind of baking. I'm not super good at it, but baking just kind of helps you keep your concealer from creasing throughout the day, and I'm just putting that wherever I concealed. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyebrows. Taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer, I'm going to just brush through my brows, and I brush upwards to kind of give them a wider shape, kind of, and then I'm just going to outline the underneath, and then outline the tail, and then I also do the same thing to the top, and I just kind of outline everything first, and then I fill it all in. I just kind of feather in once I have the outline down. Then I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Brow Plumper in the shade Medium to Dark, I believe. I'm just going to brush through my brows to make sure that they stay in place all day. Next, I'm going to take my Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Light Warm and put a few dots around my eyebrows just to kind of clean up the edges. And I'm going to take the Real Techniques Detailer brush, and then I'm later on going to go in with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to kind of clean up any extra concealer. And I consider this a super important step to the eyebrows because it really makes them look super sharp and super crisp and clean. I did most of this off camera, but I ended up wiping away the baking that I did. But then I'm just going to go in with the Vice Palette by Urban Decay. That's limited edition, and I don't think they have it anymore. But I'm taking the shade Undone on a IT Cosmetics 105 brush, and I'm using windshield wiper motions to get the perfect transition shade. Next up, I'm taking the shade Bobby Dazzle from the same palette on a Coastal Scents brush that I don't know the name to, and I'm just using this to highlight my brow bone to make my brow bones look more prominent, and then I'm putting it on my inner corner as well to kind of give my eyes a really brightened look. And then taking the shade Last Sin on another Coastal Scents brush that I don't have the name to, I'm packing that on my lid, and then I kind of realized that it wasn't as shimmery as I wanted it to be, so I went in with another limited edition palette by Too Faced. That was the Belle Carousel palette, and I took the shade Nude Beach on that same brush and packed that on there and just kind of got a more shimmery shadow color that I wanted. Then I'm taking my Morphe M150 brush in the shade Matte Garcia from the Meet Matte Nude palette by the Balm, and I'm putting this in my crease. I'm trying not to put too much of it on my lid, and it looked a little messy, so I took my IT Cosmetics 105 brush and I just kind of went back and forth and did windshield wiper motions with that, and just kind of kept going back and forth with my Morphe and IT Cosmetics brushes to get the perfect amount of blending. Now I'm just taking a Neutrogena wipe to wipe up any fallout and kind of sharpen my shadow. And then I'm taking the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and just kind of wiping up and blending out any foundation that I accidentally had taken off. Then taking the shade Undone on that same Morphe M150 brush, I'm putting that underneath my lash line to kind of give it a more smoked out look. And then I felt like my inner corner wasn't bright enough, so I put more of that Bobby Dazzle in it. Then taking my Kat Von D liner in the shade Trooper, I'm starting from the middle of my lid and then winging it out from there. And this is kind of hard to do on camera, so I did most of it off camera, but that's how they turned out. And then I'm going to go in with my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyelashes, the top lashes, and bottom. Then taking a NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, I'm just going to take that on my waterline just to kind of brighten my eyes and make them look a little bit bigger. Now moving on to the face, I'm taking my Anastasia Contour Kit in that middle bronze shade. I think it's called Fawn. I'm taking that on an e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just kind of buffing this into my cheekbones and then my forehead and my neck as well. And then I'm taking the Cabana Boy blush by the Balm with I think it's the blush brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just putting this on. I mostly focus my blush on my cheekbones, but I put a bit on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm taking my Hourglass Ambient Light highlight palette. I'm taking those last two shades right there on a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones a lot because I love this highlighter. And then I'm putting this down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow, and my chin. Then I'm taking my L'Oreal setting spray and just kind of setting that all in place. And then I'm taking my new Jessie James Decker lip kit, and I'm taking the lip liner from there and just lining my lips. And I kind of attempted to contour because all the pictures it showed that you're supposed to contour with it, but I don't know if it made a difference. And then I'm taking the lipstick from the kit and I'm just putting that on my lips, and I really love this shade. I think it's a perfect nude. And after the lips are done, that is the completed look. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Be sure to like it as well and leave in the comments what I should do next. This is my first video, so I'm really excited about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.